What's going on, everyone? Nathan here from myimtips.com. And what could be a better time of the year than right now when we are at the end of 2020 to prepare ourselves and set our new goals for 2021. That's exactly what I'm going to cover in this video: how to set, how to achieve your goals for 2021 and how to actually achieve them faster with a lot of tips and insights. But first, if you're new around, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video about productivity tips, goal setting, making money online, and a lot more. Alright, we already know we need to set goals to achieve what we want in our lives here. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be money only, but it can be in wealth, relationships. So that is what I'm going to cover in today's video, and how you can get the most to get yourself right for 2021 and achieve your goals faster. We have a lot of things to cover. With that being said, let's go and get started right now. Alright, a little bit statistics here regarding New Year's resolution. As you can see, over 80% actually fail on the New Year's resolution. And that's what we want to avoid. So that's why I wanted to share all my best tips and insights here on how you can achieve your goals, how to stick with it, and moving forward with your life there. So let's get started here. First off, it is pretty obvious that you need to write down your goals, and you should write it in your journal if you have one. If you don't, I think it's a good idea to get started. You don't have to journal every day, but I think that writing down your goals and have them somewhere written, in my opinion, with a pen and not only on digital on the computer, is definitely much better. Now, you should be specific on your goals there, okay? So you can't just say, I want to make money online. You need to be more specific, but still not limiting. And I'm going to explain here what I mean by that. So what I mean is, example given here, I earn XYZ, it can be 5, 10, 15,000 or whatever it is you want to enter there, or more. So don't limit yourself, because then you might be stuck when you already achieved what you wanted in the first place, okay? So now, of course, you can change your goals later on, but allow yourself to actually have that phrase in that you can earn more, all right? So that is very important in my opinion. Of course, you need to set realistic goals. So you can't just say, I want to earn $1 million within 2 weeks or something like that. So keep it in mind, have it more realistic. Like example given, I want to earn $100 a day, which is $3,000 per month or more. Okay, don't forget that phrase, which is very important. So how do you phrase your goals? Well, we're going to have a look at it a little bit here. I'm just going to show you a few examples, but the most important is that you need to visualize and imagine as if you already achieve them. This is very important because it will help you to keep yourself motivated to actually achieve your goals. So a good idea could be, for example, when you meditate in the morning. By the way, if you don't meditate, it could be a good idea to get started. Meditate just 5 minutes or something in the morning. I'm going to cover it a little bit later here. Meditate and visualize. Okay, meditate and visualize as you already achieved the goal. Put yourself in a picture there. Imagine that you're walking, for example, with your loved one or whatever it is you set as goal. Or let's say that you already achieved the $3,000 per month goal there or whatever. So this is very important. I'm going to show you some examples here on how to phrase the goals there. So regarding wealth and money, I already showed you earlier here, but one example could be, I easily make $5,000 per month or more, okay? Don't be too specific with your goal here, okay? Because as I said earlier here, you might achieve that goal faster than you expect, and then you get stuck there. Regarding health, I have lost XYZ pounds, 10, 15, 20 pounds, have a great body, and I'm in my best health condition. This could be a way to phrase the goal. Regarding relationships, I have a great relationship with, you can, whatever it is the name there, or whatever you imagine that you want to achieve there. So these are just some examples. Of course, you have to phrase it with your own words a little bit there. All right, the next thing when we have already written down our goals is what do we actually do now to achieve the goals? Well, first, the most important, we obviously need to plan. A goal without a plan is just a wish. You probably heard it before. So we need to plan how we can achieve our goals there. Now, you should schedule as much as possible. Take advantage of Google Calendar, for example. It's totally free. I use actually almost everything with Google. It is totally free, the whole suite here, and very useful for our daily life to be as productive as possible and achieve our goals there. Now, you need to set up a routine. I talked about this in the past, and regarding habits, this is the most important element in the whole presentation. You need to set up a routine, create habits, because that is how you're going to stick and achieve your goals. Otherwise, you're going to be lost there. Now, what do I mean by creating habits and set up a routine? Let me explain a little bit. Okay, so if we have a look at the routines here, let me just show you. First off, write down in your journal how your day is going to look like. You don't have to be too specific, but you can actually plan your day ahead. So for example, for me, between 8 and 10, I have my morning routine. My morning routine is when I wake up, for example, I do some stretching, some exercise a little bit here, and then of course I meditate, I visualize, I write down my journal, and that is one part of my morning routine there. I also take a cold shower, for example, when I'm finished with my exercise to really wake up there. The one thing to keep in mind is you should write down your goals again and again as often as possible in your journal to be reminded and to have it printed in your conscious and subconscious mind there. Here is another example. Between 10 and 10 and 50, it's 50-minute chunks. I do work uninterrupted. Then I have a timer that rings and says that it's time for me to take a break. That is how you are going to be more productive during your day there. And you can see here I have also written, for example, between 2 and 4, I take a break, I go to gym, I have my workout there, and that is how I am going to achieve my weight loss goal, for example. So be specific with your day there. I think it's pretty easy for us to actually have routines and habits in place there. Now, of course, I can't be too specific, let's say, for example, what I'm going to work on and so on, but that is how you set up your day there, okay? That is where the calendar can come in. You're going to do your daily list there, what you have to do to reach your goal. All right, here is something that I took from the book The One Thing. It's a great book. I've recommended it in the past. And you can see here it says that what's the one thing you can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary. It's really important to ask ourselves this question as often as possible, and we can rephrase it actually a little bit. What's the one thing I can do that to reach my goal faster? That is more important than anything else to reach my goal faster. So that will help us to prioritize what is more important than anything else to work on through our day. All right, the next thing is to have an accountability partner. It doesn't have to be someone that is involved in your niche. It can be a friend or whatever, someone that you feel that you can actually be accountable to. And what you have to do is more or less report on what you achieved. For example, you can do this once a week or something like that. But it definitely helps to have some kind of an accountability partner. Here is something also very important. You might be too attached on your goal. I realized that I was too attached on many times on my goals there, and that is that you might be too attached to your goal. You desperately want something, and you know how it goes many times. You just go more far away from your goal there. What you need to do is actually relax and release on your goal. One example could be a Sedona method. You can just do your research if you already don't know about it, but it's super simple to get started with this. And one good tip could be that we do that when we meditate as well in the morning there, okay? Finally, you should celebrate your achievements. When you have achieved a goal, you should find a way to celebrate it. It doesn't have to be something big, but it can be a small celebration. It will help you, you will feel much better, and you will be more motivated to achieve your new goals there. Alright, so there you have it on how to achieve your goals in 2021 and beyond. Let me know what your goals are. If you have any other strategy to add, make sure you leave it in the comments section below. If you're interested in getting started with a long-term sustainable online business, make a full-time income with it, I highly recommend you to have a closer look at my #1 recommendation right here below. If you got some value here, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe to both my YouTube channels that you're going to see at the end screen here. Hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.